1 o'clock, a busy Thursday show, as it always is. Rodney Orr of Tider Insider got us started in the 11 o'clock hour talking Alabama, Georgia, gave his prediction. Also, Rob Pate, his reaction to the Alex Golish hire and moving forward. Brett Norsworthy, the Southern gentleman, just joining us in the last hour, talking the aftermath of Lane Kiffin, what's next for Ole Miss, but all around the SEC. And he gave his I ain't scared bold prediction for the college football weekend, and I will spoil it for you. In a low-scoring game, he likes Alabama by a field goal to a touchdown over the Georgia Bulldogs. Speaking of that game, Kalen DeBoer set in Atlanta to address the media, talking Georgia, talking this weekend. Here's the Alabama head coach.
Yeah, you bet. Good afternoon. Our guys are excited about this opportunity. It's one of the goals that we have in our program, and once we state that goal, it's about the work that goes into getting to this point. But we're looking forward to what we know is going to be a hard-fought contest against an extremely talented, physical Georgia team. One that we respect a lot, and just looking forward to this challenge. They've certainly, from their aspect, had a great hot run here, playing really good football. And, our guys, I think, looking forward to this rematch from earlier in the season. It's been a while since we played them, but looking forward to this game over in Atlanta. Also want to note a couple things. C.J. Mosley, our legend, excited to have him there representing our program. Great career here, great career in the NFL, 10 years there. In the NFL, he's been around campus a number of times, getting a chance to meet with him. Just excited about him representing us and what he means to this place. Two notes also just from a injury report. We do have two players that have illnesses, medical issues, whatever you want to call it. LT Overton and Kelby Collins, they won't be available for this game. So with that, I'm open for questions.
Thank you, Coach. If you do have a question, please use the raise hand function. I will call on you, and then we'll need to unmute your line. We'll start with Colin Gay of the Tuscaloosa News. Colin.
Hey, Kalen. With LT being out, what do you, I guess, plan on, or who do you plan on inserting in that bandit spot? Kind of what's the idea there?
Yeah, fortunately, throughout the year, we've rotated a lot across the board on our team, but defensively in particular. And so, the guys that have rotated with LT and, fortunately, Quay Russo also, when you talk about the edge position, he's played the last couple games, and so, we'll get more reps for him. He's ready for it. Yanze will continue to ramp up his load. And so, we have guys that have played a lot of snaps that will continue to, just play the role that they've been playing. Maybe a few more snaps, that they'll get.
Next question will come from Charlie Potter of Bama Online. Charlie.
Yeah, Coach, just sticking with the injuries, where do things kind of stand with Jam, Josh Cuevas, and Cam Dewberry?
Yeah, let's see, Jam, still questionable. We'll see here in the next couple of days. Cam Dewberry's coming along here as the week progresses. And Josh Cuevas, same as Jam, kind of see here at the end of the week. So, I know all those guys a couple of weeks down the road will be definitely good to go. But just kind of here, 1 week out from last week's game. And some of the injuries that have happened, we're not quite sure yet. So they're coming along, working and doing everything they can.
Okay, we'll now go to Jeff Spiegel from ABC 3340. Jeff, go ahead. Go ahead,
hey,
Jeff.
How you doing? Kalen, you mentioned in the post-game locker room after the Iron Bowl that there's a difference between hope and belief. How strongly does this team just believe that when it looks like the chips are down, they're going to get it done, and how important is that heading into this championship game?
Well, I mean, we've had enough opportunities, just like any SEC game, every single week. All these teams that you play as well are going to have the adversity. There's just too many talented players on the football field every single Saturday. There's going to be momentum swings, playmakers that can make plays. And I think what you really got to do is you got go back to what we've been talking about, working on since January, the training, and how that allows you to be physical on the football field, the stamina it takes, at this time of year. I feel like our guys are continuing trajectory up. They continue to get stronger. We have proof of that. We can see that, and they feel it on the football field. And then, there's a mentality that you're building, and some of it comes from the strength, and some of it comes from the stamina that these guys have. But it also comes from just a real belief that you have through reps that you've talked about. Situations from a year ago that we were in where, we've had a chance to learn from them. All of our experiences that have shaped what this team is and, how we've come through only make us believe even more, give us that much more confidence. And so time and time again, it might not always be the end of the game. It might be earlier in a game where, end of the half, a 2-minute drive, the way, your defense gets a stop and the offense can go out there and put even just 3 points on the board, in our clutch period there. So just our guys really, I think when you look at our team, it's a balanced team. It's a team that believes in each other. We understand our identity, being physical, tough, physically and mentally tough, and then also just, winning the turnover margin. That's a big deal for us. And going out there and playing for 60 minutes. Our guys are going to leave it on the football field.
Our next question will come from Seth Emerson of The Athletic. Seth?
Hey, Kalen. In terms of playing a team twice in a season, obviously you did it 2 years ago at Washington. And I think you did it, I went all the way back to Sioux Falls a couple times against Morningside, if I'm right on that. What are the dynamics there, and how does it matter in this game?
Mm-hmm. As a coordinator, also at Fresno State, we played 2 years in a row. We played almost back-to-back games against Boise State.
Right.
And this one's a little different because the game happened so much earlier in the season. Most of those that you're referring to happened late, and then within a couple of weeks you were playing again. I think what you see between us and Georgia now, you see two teams that do what you need to do. You say it, but you do it. Doing it is the key, and that's improve each and every week. Learn from your mistakes. Understand your strengths. Develop players. There's new guys on both of our teams that are making plays that probably weren't as big a part of the game plan back in week 4, and so. That's a tribute to Coach Smart and what he does with his program, developing their players, and I know that's something we take a lot of pride in as well. So, you understand what that game was about, but you also understand more who you are now. There are things that you maybe tried or that that didn't go as well the first time around that you learn a lesson or two from. But there's an identity now, and you still got to do what you do. But it has changed some because it's 8 games since we played that one. So both teams have continued to evolve. Both teams have continued to improve.
Thanks.
Our next question will come from Nick Kelly of AL.com. Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Kalen, with some of the guys in the front seven being out, what kind of role can Keon Keeley have, and how have you seen him develop throughout this season?
Yeah, guys like that, Keon continued to ramp up his role, someone who now, we've really put out there and have full trust in, and, he's got full trust and belief along with his teammates and what he can do for us too. So, all those guys are more than capable, and, they're going to get their opportunity.
Next question will come from Max Cohen of WAAY TV.
Coach, I'm wondering, with everything that's on the line this week, how much does this feel like a playoff game?
Well, we're just focused on it being the SEC championship and what that means to our program. You start the season, and this is best conference of college football, and to be playing in this game, I tell our guys they earned this. the home team, the number one seed. And so for us, they earned every bit of this opportunity. A great challenge ahead of us for sure. But man, this is what our program's been built on, is winning championships, and it starts with an SEC championship. And so, it's a long road to get to this spot, to be, again, 7-1, really 2 points away from being 8-0. And, that's the way we look at it. And just guys are excited to, go really try to attack one of the goals that we had from the beginning.
Next question will from Katie Wyndham of Bama Central. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, hey, Kalen. There were several times in the Iron Bowl where either the clock ran really close to running out or that y'all were forced to take timeouts. Just kind of how much freedom do y'all give Ty in changing the plays, making checks as the clock's winding down? Or is there kind of an ideal time that y'all would like him to or the offense to have the play set by?
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it is when you're on the road and the environments, and we went 4-0 on the road, and I think that was probably a common theme, is the clock gets a couple seconds lower because the communication and the movement of the quarterback to have to really get up in each lineman's ear. You can't just say something and guys hear it. You got to give the signals, making sure and double checking to make sure everyone's on the same page. It does wind the clock down a little bit further. But he's got full, we give him full reign to get what he needs to get to. He's got a high football IQ, and we don't ever want him taking a snap that he's not comfortable with someone, not being on the same page with him. So that happens a little bit more on road games, but we do shift in motion. We do huddle, and, we have the ability to play faster, but, all those things lend to the play clock coming down. And that's part of who we are. We've won the time of possession, and I think our average is well over 33 minutes. That's team football. And, controlling the football, taking care of it. That's what Ty and our offense, do to help support the defense. And the defense, of course, doing their thing to support the offense.
And if you have a question, you raise hand function, and we will get to your question. Next, we'll go to Joe Gaither of Bama Central. Joe?
Coach, given the recent history between both these programs, how do you assess the mental aspect of this game?
Well, you wouldn't have got to this pot if you weren't mentally strong, and again, I know what I believe in our team and the mental strength that we have, and just how we feel like we can overcome, whatever's in our way. And, the things that come along with these, 60-minute heavyweight fights, we understand it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a war against Georgia. It always is. But that's, again, we understand that they wouldn't have got to this spot if they weren't mentally tough and have that resiliency as well. So it's just too hard of a season to go through to get to this point. There's things beyond just executing. There's moments in games that you had to overcome, and you got two teams here right now that have done exactly that. Are the best in the country when it comes to it.
Next, we'll go to Anthony Dasher of UGAsports.com.
Hey, Coach, being that Alabama and Georgia are both dealing with some pretty significant injuries for this game and the league going to 9 games next year, is there a concern that the injury situation may be worse moving forward for games like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's above me right now. There's nothing that I can do with controlling that. A couple weeks off after this game at the least will be extremely helpful for us. But right now we're extremely excited to be heading over to Atlanta. I know where I'll be Saturday, and our guys will be fired up to play this game. But, those type of conversations and things and decisions are certainly beyond me and, anything that I feel.
Okay, Coach, and next we'll go to Matt Stahl of AL.com. Matt?
Hey, Kalen, are you expecting it to be a longer-term issue with either LT or Kelby, or would you expect them to be back for the remainder of the postseason?
I'm just trying to get through these next couple of days here and kind of see. Obviously, Kelby's just popped up here too. I know LT's yesterday, so just trying to get through this weekend and kind of see where that's at, and we'll understand more details when that time comes.
Next, we'll go to Charlie Potter of Bama Online.
Yeah, Coach, I know this is a little off topic, but since we're all here for 30 minutes, just what do you think when people link you to the Penn State job and say that you and your family aren't happy at Alabama?
Yeah, we are extremely happy at Alabama. It's the first time I've been asked, so I appreciate you, Charlie. And we are extremely happy here. Love the challenge, love the grind, love this place. And there's never been any link. There's never been any conversation. There's never been any interest either way. And so I'm glad we can put that to bed right now.
Next, we'll go to Max Cohen, WAAY TV. Max.
But you've mentioned a couple times in recent weeks going back to that Florida State game and how the team's grown. I'm wondering, from your standpoint emotionally, what it was like after that game and how things feel now heading into the SEC championship and looking at the playoff.
Are you referring to the Iron Bowl?
Yeah, when you talked about after the Iron Bowl going back to the Florida State game and how the team's grown. I'm wondering, when you look back at the beginning of the season, emotionally from your standpoint, where did things look then and how do things look now?
Yeah, I mean, at that time, I knew that this is just one of those challenges. And, those are the things that when you've coached long enough, you've been through. Now you just got to do it with this team. And this particular team, I knew the character of it. I knew it just really had to hone in on the right things and keep taking the steps. Knew there was talent and knew there was guys that, were still, either coming back off of things where they weren't playing full speed and then they would get to that point. And there was also a lot of young talent that really we knew we were going to have to tap into and continue to develop. Guys that we were excited about, knew we had to have on the football field that could help maximize what we're capable of. But you're right. I mean, I think the mental piece, that's a lot of it. And again, that's what you go through in the SEC. That's what it will be each and every year. It will present itself in different ways, but it's what you got to overcome, and you got to be built for it. You got to be built for it to lead. You got to be built for it to be able to go out there and play. Our guys, had an edge, had a chip on their shoulder. A lot of the doubters that continue to maybe even doubt what this team is, even though we are in the SEC championship. These guys thrive in that. They thrive off of that because they know that they're capable. That gives them the confidence. They just know they got to continue each and every day to put in the work, go out there and keep getting better.
For those on the Zoom, if you have a question, use the raise hand function. We will call on your name and then ask you to unmute your line. Coach, we do have a question from the chat. This being your first experience competing in the SEC championship game, but certainly you've seen this game throughout the years. What have been your impressions of the SEC championship game as you've watched it through the years?
Yeah, this is the game. This is the one. When it comes to what you're trying to do, when you set out at the beginning of the season, you're first trying to get to this one. This is going to set up what lies ahead in the future with the playoffs. When you're asking the question, I think about going way back, small college days, playing a semifinal game, usually on this Saturday. Enjoying that victory, knowing a couple weeks down the road you're playing in a championship, but going home that night and relaxing and watching this game. This was the one. All eyes are on the SEC championship this time of year.
Kalen DeBoer in Atlanta asking some questions that we probably assumed the answers to, but a very good question he was asked. We'll tell you what it was in case you missed it. Get to your text and your phone calls as we continue here on Three Man Front. 123, three-man front on this Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Your participation is always appreciated. Kalen DeBoer, we carried his comments from Atlanta. Where were they, Conrad? The College Football Hall of Fame?
That is what it appeared. Yeah,
remember that time we were there this summer?
I do. That was a fun time.
Remember that time we bought into LSU this summer?
Remember that time that I woke up and you said, Conrad, why do you sleep with your legs in the air? That's weird.
That was after a lot of deliberation on how I should approach this and how, yeah.
I guess, Damien, he looked shocked. Yeah, apparently when we were in Atlanta in the middle of the night, Landrum woke up and I guess I move around in my sleep, and so my legs were like, under the covers, and Landrum
He was in sit-up position.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, that would be weird to.
I was hoping he was asleep. I was praying he was asleep.
Yeah, I can see how that would be startling.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kalen DeBoer, interesting comments that he had in Atlanta. He talked injuries. We will get into that, but appreciate Charlie Potter, our friend who joins the show from time to time, asking him the question about being linked to the Penn State job. And quoting Kalen DeBoer, there's never been any link. There's never been any conversation. There has never been any interest either way. I'm glad we can put that to bed right now.
Well, the only thing I would push back is I think there was interest from the other side, just not not his side. But it was interesting.
He didn't talk to Audrey like we did that day.
No. It was interesting, though, because when he asked, when Charlie asked him the question, he said, thank you for asking me that, Charlie. No one has asked me that question. It was almost like he's been waiting for someone to give him the opportunity to say that.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't want to come out and do it on his own, because then people could maybe misconstrue that and say, well, why are you, if there's nothing to talk about, then why are you saying anything in general? So
I liked how Charlie prefaced it and saying, hey, since we all have 30 minutes that we all have to sit in here, I'll go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah. Bite the bullet.
While we're in
Thank
here.
you, Charlie.
Great way to set up the question. But it does seem like Kalen DeBoer wanted that question asked. I don't know if.
But he didn't want to volunteer it because then again, the optics of it.
Yeah.
So,
but I think Charlie knew that he was safe in asking the question as someone who has to cover that beat on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
He knew that he had the okay and he wasn't going to get the wrath.
And to be fair, I appreciate him asking that question. I think there's a lot of Alabama fans that were waiting for somebody to ask that question. And maybe the more you didn't hear something, it was something actually going on because we haven't heard it. But that seems to be squashed now. So Kalen DeBoer happy in Tuscaloosa. Breaking news.
Roll Tide.
Him and his family are happy.
That's right. We're trying to make you and your family, or maybe your friend or whoever, happy. If you're heading to Atlanta, planning on heading to Atlanta, you have SEC championship game tickets. We got a way for you to get there and get home.
Yes, we do. All right, so sitting next to me right here, I have 2 VIP certificates. So each one of these is going to be valid for 2 fans. So each certificate is good for 2 fans. It is a VIP certificate for the Tide Express shuttle. So we are going to do a trivia question here in a minute, and you're going to be able to call in 205-834-9450, 1-800-239-WJOX if you want to try to win this. So this is a Tide Express shuttle to the SEC title game this Saturday in Atlanta. We are going to, the pickup is going to be at 9 a.m. at the Doubletree off of Highway 280. That's where you're going to meet at 9 a.m.
Molly's stretching right now to answer phone.
She is getting ready. And you are going to shuttle over to Atlanta. It is a VIP certificate. We have been told that you can enjoy yourself on the bus on the way over there.
Gotcha.
You can get in the spirit of the SEC championship if you pick up what I'm putting down. So we're going to give you a trivia question from the SEC championship. If you call in and get it correct, you and one other person will win a VIP certificate for a shuttle ride to the title game.
I just remember 4 years ago we did a SEC trivia. I forgot what it was for. And we came up with a question. And it went a lot longer than Pat and I had anticipated. We thought it was a pretty easy question.
Hopefully people will get this one. You got it immediately.
Yeah.
Damien had to think for a second, but he was able to get it pretty quickly as well. So here it is. Here is the question if you want to get ready to call in.
And this is for?
This is for a VIP certificate for the Tide Express shuttle that will carry you to and from the SEC championship in Atlanta on Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's the question. In the history of the SEC championship game, which has existed since 1992, there has been one SEC championship game that has gone over 100 combined total points scored. Who played in that SEC championship game? That is the trivia question, 205-834-9450, or 1-800-239-WJOX. I have hints ready if we need. I'm not giving them yet, but I have some if we get to that point. But hopefully we don't.
I can't wait to hear your hints.
Yeah, I'm wondering what,
I'm just thinking about some of the people, the players who played in that game and different ways that you could go with that.
Yes. There's some we have some options.
Yeah.
We certainly have some. Man, the phone line is absolutely blowing up right now, as we expected that it would. Again, a reminder, this is for a chance to win a VIP certificate. We have 2 certificates. Each is good for 2 fans. So 4 total fans, 2 per ticket, for a Tide Express shuttle ride to the SEC title game on Saturday morning. Pickup is going to be at the DoubleTree at 9 a.m. on Highway 280. And are we ready to open up the floodgates, ladies room?
They are lit up.
There's a lot of them.
We don't have any more phone lines left.
No, we don't.
They're all full.
That's a good thing. Let's go. Where do you want to go first, Bo?
Sure. What you got, Bo?
Hey, Bo. Hang on, Bo. We're going to put you on hold. Molly's trying to do 18 things at once. Let's try now. Hey, Bo.
Yeah, was it Auburn and Missouri?
Yep.
SEC championship game?
You got it. Auburn, Missouri, SEC championship game. Hang on, Bo. We're going to put you on hold.
All right, so since Bo got that one, it was Auburn in Missouri. Auburn won that game. Now, for the second certificate, how many points did Auburn score in that football game? I know it's ironic that we're doing Auburn trivia for an Alabama thing, but that was the best I could come up with on short notice.
Yeah, and Conrad actually came up with a question.
Yeah, so if you hate the question, blame me.
All right,
so we have one winner. Bo won the first certificate. We have one more left. The question was, one SEC championship game in history has gone over 100 total points. Bo got it right. It was Auburn, Missouri in 2013. For the second certificate, how many points did Auburn score in that game?
Brad.
59.
Bingo. There we go, Brad.
Hang on, Brad.
Congratulations, Bo and Brad. You have won VIP certificates to ride the Tide Express shuttle carrying you to Atlanta on Saturday morning. Again, pickup is going to be at 9 a.m. at the DoubleTree off of Highway 280. And a special shout out to Southern Sports Tours and Tide Express and our friend Tom Boyette there for this wonderful
appreciate
offer.
Tom Boyette.
Very nice of
And
him.
I've told you guys repeatedly on the show, I wish I had my own Tom Boyette in my life for just driving me to events. But this is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's the way to go. You want to go, you want to have fun, you don't want to worry about having tired eyes, maybe hurt feelings after the game.
Yep.
You can't see the road because the tears are welling up in your eyes if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan.
Yeah. And also, it's kind of interesting that it's a Crimson Tide Express, but the questions were Auburn related.
Hey, Bo, you hung up.
We want everybody to be involved, Damien.
Bo, you hung up. We need you to call back.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're going to, I guess, come up with another question and give another one away.
It's like the shot clock.
Yeah,
Well,
now,
you're
I'm
24 seconds.
now I'm going to have to come up with an Alabama question or something.
Who's the greatest Alabama player in history? Tua.
Well, obviously.
I mean, it's
Tua.
Bryce Young.
It's
but-
obviously Tua. Yeah, I did what I could on short notice. I
No, it was
apologize.
great. It
I
was
guess
great.
I didn't think
No,
about
that
the
was
fact that
good.
it wasn't an Alabama question, but I tried.
We still team SEC.
I tried. Exactly. And it gives the Auburn fan,
Just means more.
Exactly. That was a great year for them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that was an easier question.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Yeah. No, it was fine. The
Because
question
we
was
know
fine.
ball. Like, our listeners know ball.
I was about to say, we have smart listeners, and we want somebody to go and have a good time. We're not trying to make it,
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have to go and do a deep dive on a Wikipedia page or something to find the answer. So,
What else did we
appreciate
learn
it.
from Kalen DeBoer in his press conference talking to the media?
Let's see. I mean, on the injury front, right? LT Overton, he's kind of talking about that. He's not going to be available. I was a little surprised him talking about Jam and Josh Cuevas. Again, according to him, it seems like there is still maybe a slight chance, but a slight chance is better than nothing that they could actually play on Saturday. Now, they wouldn't be at 100%, but I had been told earlier in the week that they were both going to be out. So it seems like that has progressed in a positive way for Alabama moving forward. But I'm glad he brought up a point that I made earlier on the show and on Morning Jocks today, which was losing LT Overton hurts, but it hurts a little bit less now than it would have a few weeks ago because Quay Russaw is back and healthy, and he is a big presence there as a pass rusher. And Kalen DeBoer echoed those sentiments of that's exactly what he brought up is Quay Russaw by name of that's a guy that can come in and kind of help take some of that burden off of what we lost with LT Overton. But he seems confident. Somebody asked him about, again, every time they play, the mental element of it. And what they really want to say is, so mentally you own Georgia. How are y'all processing that? But I thought he had a great answer. It's, if you've gotten to this point in the season, you're mentally tough. There's no way you're playing for an SEC championship and you don't have that mental toughness. So he seems confident heading into the game on Saturday, and we will see if that translates to another title.
All right, Bo, one more chance. Otherwise, we're going to have to move on and offer this to somebody else. If you could give us a call, if you just talked to us on the air and won something, we got to get your information. 800-239-WJOX or 205-834-9450. You can text in and say this is, well, I would probably need to talk to you. Never mind. Scratch that.
I was about to say, Molly will get your information. She's gotten it for Brad. So, Bo, give us a call back, and we want to help you find a way to get you these tickets before Saturday morning.
Yep. And speaking of Molly, she's got questions. We're trying to give answers. Molly marinates. We do it next on 3-Man Front. Three-Man Front, we continue. Molly marinates on the way. Well, holidays are here. Christmas is on the way. New Year's. You're going to be overindulging. Got to tell you about our friends at Mandu. Mandu in downtown Homewood. Damian Mitchell has been a part of it, right, Damian?
Yes, sir.
Mandu, you're going to get results if you stick with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get into Mandu. It's electrical muscle stimulation, fitness, for somebody like Damian, who is younger in better shape, or for an old guy like me, it works for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a man, you're a woman, if you're older, a little longer in the tooth, you're younger, specialized training, but the 15 minutes, because of that technology that's all FDA approved, 15-minute workout, the equivalent to 6 hours in a gym. You get results. Damien and I can attest to that. First visit is free, MANDUU.com. Tell Paul and the gang, that great staff that he has, that Landrum and Damien from Jocks sent you.
Well, we would still love to hear back from Bo, who won a VIP certificate for the Tide Express shuttle to the SEC title game. If he does not call back by the end of the segment, we will have another trivia question ready to give away that ticket. But Bo, if you can, 205-834-9450 or 1-800-239-9569. We'd love to hear from you so we can help you get that ticket. But we like to do this each and every day. It's normally Pat, but we love when it's Molly. This is what we call Molly Marinades.
Molly Marinades. And as always, Molly Marinades / Pat Ponders is brought to you by courtesy GMC out in Trustful. Go see them.
Yes.
Alrighty, question number 1. Monday morning, what will be the college football big headline?
Sorry, on Monday morning?
On Monday morning.
It will be that Miami is jumped under Notre Dame. Luck of the Irish? I think not. I don't know, something like that.
Signetti and IU flex the real kings of the Big Ten.
Seems like a lot. I was actually trending that way too.
Seems
I was
like a
gonna
lot.
say,
It does. But then we get semicolons. Right?
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
go Game of Thrones, King of the North.
I was going to say, who's your daddy? Because Indiana knocks off Ohio State.
Oh, I thought you were going Kirby towards DeBoer.
No, well, that too.
I don't think Kirby can say that after one win.
Oh, no, DeBoer towards Kirby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, but who's your daddy is
I got
Kurt
that
Signetti
reversed.
and the Indiana Hoosiers knock off Ohio State and claim the #1 spot in the college football playoffs.
Can I throw in another one? Just for
Absolutely, go for it.
BYU crumbles in Big 12 championship.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And Texas Tech soaks in the win.
Or maybe...
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Getting soaked in victory or something like that.
That is Damien's favorite
Stop
joke.
it.
Every time.
I don't even use the word anymore.
That's awful.
What do you use?
People like Damien ruined it for me.
What do you rinse?
Hmm?
Do you rinse?
Just don't use it.
Okay.
Let the dishes sit in water.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it
Kind of
works.
how it works.
I know. No. Perverted minds have
Um,
ruined a common phrase or a common word.
Don't
Don't
blame
blame
us.
us. Blame them.
Blame Utah.
can we move on?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sorry,
Okay.
Molly.
No,
sorry.
you're good. I want to get out of that. Okay.
Yeah,
Question
so
number
do they.
2.
So do they.
Vanderbilt's Clark Lee wanted to play a 13th game this weekend as the college football playoff play-in game. So, what would be your dream matchup for this year's bubble teams?
Oh, that is a good one.
So would it be teams 12 through 16? Or
I
would
would
it just-
say after Notre Dame. So we'll start at 11 because technically
Okay.
they're not in right now.
Right.
So BYU, Miami, Texas, Vandy, Utah.
I want to see a
USC.
Vanderbilt Texas rematch.
Really?
Mhm.
Are these neutral site?
That's what I was about to say. I would assume so.
We'll go neutral site.
I think that'd be good.
I want to see USC and Miami. I'm just thinking of teams that are not going to be there that we would like to see play.
Yeah, selfishly, I mean, I guess throwing BYU, I know they have a chance to make the playoff. I'm going to go Vanderbilt BYU because I think Vanderbilt would crush BYU, and I would love to see Vanderbilt have a chance, to actually make the college football playoff. And I'm just tired of hearing all the BYU people. So, yeah, I'd like to see Vanderbilt BYU. I think Vandy would take them out back and give them a good whooping, just like they did the old Vols.
I would go. I'll go Vandy, Miami. I'll go Vandy, Miami.
I won that game in Miami, though, and I want a live camera on Diego Pavia in the days leading up to it. He'd have a great time.
Sure he would. Sure he would. Gotta watch Michael Irvin and Diego Pavia's mama though. They gotta be on opposite sidelines.
Miami and Texas would be fun.
They get a little active. In the other matchup, I'd say Texas USC.
That'd be fun too.
I like that one.
And then Vince Young can come and be the honorary captain, and him and
Reggie Bush on
yeah, great.
Full circle moment.
I like it.
Those would be fun.
Question number 3. So a big topic of conversation since Lane Kiffin left Ole Miss was Juice Kiffin. And as we know, Juice was the, I guess, official mascot of the Ole Miss Rebels. So if you're a college football head coach, what would be your animal of choice as your official mascot? Or dog breed, I guess I should say.
Well,
okay.
I do like to think I would play into depending on where, like if I'm at Washington, I'm going to get a Siberian Husky. Right? Like I would kind of maybe want to play into.
Don't they have one?
Yes.
I think so.
But I'm just saying like as the coach, like
Right,
something
another
that
one.
kind
Yeah.
of tied into.
if I'm in
where I
Oregon,
was.
I have a pet duck.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like Lane anymore, but LSU, you got the tiger. I might get a real tiger.
You should buy like a big old Maine Coon cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those like the
are-
giant
yeah,
ones.
Yep.
Those are cool.
See, Lane, I got you.
Get the studded collar on there.
Yeah. Those things are huge.
Put some Kim Mulkey dazzle
Yes. Mhm.
I like that.
Just
on
imagine
that
it-
collar.
Just imagine if Alabama actually had an elephant.
I've been trying to that and black helmets, man. Those are the two things I've been trying to work on the last couple of years, and it's just
They don't have dwarf elephants,
a PETA, you know.
like smaller elephants.
I think they're endangered. Aren't elephants endangered? I don't
Andrew,
know.
you're a big game
I'm
hunter.
pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. What?
You're a big game hunter, aren't you? Oh.
You
strike
got
me.
those tusks
Yeah.
hanging up in your foyer. What are you talking about?
He's got them in front of his truck, too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you strike me as a big game guy.
No, I hunt the big games on the remote.
That's good.
Get me out there. No.
I like that.
Hey, but I was watching a Kevin Hart
His new
deal.
stand-up?
Did you see the one where he went to be with the silverback gorillas?
What?
Out in the wild?
What? Like he went out there in real life. He was out in the
Yes,
jungle with them.
out there
in the jungle
amongst them.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not.
And
Doing
they had a tour guide, and he was wondering why all the guys started, and they had guns and heavy artillery, and
Right, yeah.
just in case the gorillas get out of hand.
I was about to say, I've seen
Told my wife-
Jumanji. I didn't know this was real. Though.
And seeing some of those gorillas up close,
Yeah.
no.
You saw what they did to Harambe, man.
I say those things will rip your arm off and beat you with it. I'm not trying to mess with.
No thanks.
Remember when that was the question? It was like, what? How
100
many
men?
people? Yeah, 100 men.
You think about
versus
what
a
they would do
gorilla.
with little Kevin Hart.
It wouldn't last long.
At all.
It would not last long.
All right, one more question.
That was a good question.
One more, yeah.
Yes.
That was a great question.
Okay, so coming back from break, I played the song Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. Came out in 1985. And if you watch Stranger Things, that song is synonymous with that show. Plays a big part in the show. So I'm wondering if there's a song besides Running Up That Hill for the Stranger Things people out there that every time you hear it, you automatically think back to a certain scene in a movie or a TV show.
Oh, Celine Dion, Titanic.
That's a good
My
one.
Heart Will Go On. Is
Yeah,
the
My
name of
Heart
the
Will
song.
Go On. I knew you would know it.
Yeah. Put some respect.
See, I think of a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy songs. Like Come Get Your Love. I
That's a
think of
good
that
one.
first scene.
Top Gun, Kenny Loggins.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, Danger Zone. It's a good one. I know that one.
First thing that popped in my head was the Good Times theme song.
Okay.
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
What we play for Rob Payton, sometimes with Auburn Survivor,
Eye of the Tiger.
Rocky.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to think.
My favorite TV show is Psych, and every time I hear Take On Me, I think of that
Yeah.
TV show because there's a scene where they sing that.
I always think of The Breakfast Club.
The Fist.
Yeah, when he's walking out with
Yeah.
his fist up in the air.
I think about. I don't know the name of the song, but if I ever
Don't You
hear
Forget
it,
About Me.
Don't you forget? There you go.
if I ever hear it, I know exactly the movie that it goes to and the scene, and it would be Karate Kid in the All Valley tournament, right?
Yeah. See, I feel like there's a lot of movies where they have like
We're the
montage
best
kind of
Oh,
scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 Miles. White Chicks.
White Chicks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, I think is it oh man. Is it Bill and Ted where they're singing Bohemian Rhapsody in the car? And they're doing like the sing along in the car. That's when I was.
Oh, we got some good ones coming in. Crimson Convict says, "I'm all right." Caddyshack, good call. Who hasn't seen Caddyshack?
It's been a while.
I love that
seen
movie.
it. Yeah,
Everybody's seen it. Okay.
It's a good one. Yeah.
This one reads, Afternoon Delight makes me think of Anchorman. Collins from Pell City. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's good. Don't Stop Believing. End of The Sopranos. Thank you, James.
Never finished that show. Wayne's World. That's what they were for Bohemian Rhapsody. Thank you.
Yep.
Whoever sent that in.
I don't know. Okay. Thanks for the text. Aerosmith, and that would be Armageddon. Yep.
Everyone did a good job answering because I'm not talking about like the Grease soundtrack, not like a Beauty School Dropout where it was made for that movie. I'm talking about a different sort of, So
Beverly
good job,
Hills
everybody.
Cop theme. That's good.
Yeah.
Someone said, I'm glad Conrad brought up My Heart Will Go On from Titanic because you could probably use that as the theme song for Ole Miss next year.
Dang.
That comes in from an LSU
do
fan,
my boys like that.
unsurprisingly.
The disrespect.
Thank you, Bobby. Sorry.
And that's all.
I would have a song for
Great questions.
Juice's persona on social media. It was a country song. And one of the lines is, I don't call him daddy. But he takes care of things. Mm-hmm.
I think a Cat's in the Cradle with that one. Just a real sad song.
Lane.
What a joker.
More to come. 3-man front. 152 here on the show. We do have professional football going on tonight. Cowboys and Lions. Download Prize Picks. Join millions of users. Sign up today for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Simple to play. You pick more or less on at least 2 players' stats. You get the picks right. You could cash in. Earlier, we gave you one of our matchups for the evening. We're going to go back to the same game. Same suspects, different participants. CD Lamb, Dallas wide receiver. More or less than 83.5 receiving yards tonight?
I say more.
Damian says more. Conrad?
More.
Going more there. Jared Goff. Contain yourself. 252.5 passing yards. More or less?
More.
I do agree with that one.
We're going more. We hit both of those, we win. You can win too. Prize Pick. Download it today. Use code WJOX. Get $50 in lineups after the first $5 lineup. Code WJOX. $50 in lineups after the first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Well, and if you need a great place to catch that game tonight, you can check out Big Whiskey's there in Stadium Trace Village off of Highway 150 near the Hoover Met. Obviously, they are a place for great food of all varieties. Their menu offers appetizers, salads, burgers, steaks, and everything in between. Their bar also features unique cocktails, including over 120 whiskeys and whiskeys on tap. Plus, of course, plenty of screens to catch all the games, including Cowboys and Lions tonight. Go visit our friends at Big Whiskies. All right, we're going to close out the show. We're going to give away. We have one more VIP certificate. Sorry, Bo. We have never heard back from you. Brad has won one of them. We're going to do one more giveaway here. This is for a VIP certificate. It's good for 2 guests, and you will have a spot to ride the Tide Express shuttle to Atlanta on Saturday morning for the SEC Championship game.
You're going to leave from 280.
You're gonna leave from the DoubleTree off of 280 at 9 a.m. So here's your question. The first one, the highest scoring SEC championship game in history. Let's go now the second one. I'll give you a hint. It has happened in the last 6 years. The second highest scoring SEC championship game in history. It's taken place in the last 6 years. Who were the participants in that game? Call in right now, 205-834-9450. And you can win a VIP certificate to the Tide Express on Saturday morning.
Phone lines lighting up immediately.
Absolutely. We appreciate all of the listeners calling in.
Yep. We appreciate our friends and Tom Boyette there for offering that package.
Absolutely. And Molly and Damian are taking care of you off the air right now. So call in and we will give this bad boy away.
That's going to do it for us. You got better, forget it. Mike Rodak talking Georgia, Alabama, much more coming up on a big Friday show. Enjoy the rest of your